He sits by the window, the world outside a blur of motion and life that seems so distant from his own still universe. It is in these quiet moments, when the city's symphony fades into a low hum, that the silence of the apartment becomes a tangible thing, a heavy blanket woven with the threads of her absence. He picks up a pen, its weight familiar in his hand, and hovers it over a blank page. The letter is a ritual, a prayer, a desperate attempt to bridge the chasm that separates them. He writes not just to her, but for himself, to remind his own heart that she is real, that their love is not a figment of his longing imagination. The ink bleeds onto the paper, each word a testament to a love that defies distance, a love that is both a source of profound joy and a well of deep, aching sorrow. He remembers the last time he saw her, the ghost of her touch still lingering on his skin, a phantom warmth that battles the cold reality of the empty space beside him in their bed. The sheets are always a little too cool, the pillows a little too empty, the mornings a little too quiet. He traces the curve of her name on the page, a silent incantation, a whispered plea for her return. The city lights begin to twinkle on, one by one, like scattered diamonds on black velvet, and he imagines her looking at the same sky, under the same moon, perhaps thinking of him at this very moment. It is a comforting thought, a small spark of light in the vast darkness of his solitude. He writes of the mundane, the everyday occurrences that make up his life without her, trying to paint a picture of his world so she can see it, feel it, be a part of it even from afar. He tells her about the new coffee shop that opened down the street, the one with the green awning and the strong, dark coffee that he knows she would love. He describes the way the sunlight filters through the leaves of the old oak tree in the park, the same tree under which they shared their first kiss, a memory that is now both a treasure and a torment. He writes of his triumphs and his failures, his hopes and his fears, laying his soul bare on the page for her to see. The letter is a confessional, a sanctuary, a place where he can be completely and utterly himself, without pretense or reservation. He knows she will understand, that she will read between the lines and hear the unspoken words, the silent screams of his heart. He tells her that he misses her, but the words feel inadequate, a pale imitation of the vast, all-consuming emotion that threatens to swallow him whole. It is a hunger, a thirst, a constant, gnawing ache that resides in the very core of his being. He misses the sound of her laughter, the warmth of her smile, the way her eyes would light up when she looked at him. He misses the simple, ordinary moments, the shared glances, the inside jokes, the comfortable silence that spoke volumes. He writes until his hand cramps and the ink runs dry, pouring his heart and soul onto the page, a libation to the goddess of his affections. The letter is a lifeline, a fragile thread that connects their two worlds, a testament to a love that is stronger than any distance, more powerful than any obstacle. He folds the letter carefully, his hands trembling slightly, and seals it in an envelope, a vessel for his hopes and dreams. He will send it off into the world, a paper boat on a vast and unforgiving ocean, and pray that it reaches her, that it brings her a piece of his heart, a whisper of his love. And then he will wait, as he always does, for her reply, for the words that will sustain him, that will give him the strength to face another day, another week, another month without her. The waiting is the hardest part, a slow, agonizing torture that tests the limits of his endurance. But he will wait, for her, for them, for the day when the distance will be nothing more than a memory, a story they will tell their children, a testament to a love that conquered all. He looks out the window again, at the city that is now fully awake, a vibrant, pulsating entity that seems to mock his solitude. But he is not alone, not really. He has her in his heart, in his mind, in the words he has just written, a love that transcends time and space, a love that is eternal, a love that is everything. He closes his eyes and can almost feel her there with him, her head on his shoulder, her hand in his, their hearts beating as one. It is a fleeting moment, a trick of the mind, but it is enough. It is enough to keep him going, to keep him hoping, to keep him believing in the power of their love. He opens his eyes and a single tear escapes, tracing a path down his cheek, a silent testament to the love and the longing that consume him. He does not wipe it away. He lets it fall, a small, salty offering to the universe, a symbol of his unwavering devotion, his undying love. He is a man in love, a man in waiting, a man who would cross oceans and continents to be with the woman who holds his heart in her hands. And as he sits there, in the quiet of his apartment, surrounded by the ghosts of their shared memories, he knows, with a certainty that defies logic and reason, that their love is worth the wait, that their story is far from over, that the best is yet to come. He picks up his pen again, a fresh sheet of paper before him, and begins to write another letter, another chapter in their epic love story, a story that is written in the stars and whispered on the wind, a story of two souls, one heart, and a love that will never die. He writes of the future, of the day they will be reunited, of the life they will build together, a life filled with love and laughter and the simple, everyday moments that they both so desperately crave. He writes of a home filled with the warmth of their love, a home where there are no goodbyes, only goodnights, a home where they will grow old together, their love a beacon of light in a world that can be so dark and unforgiving. He writes of a love that is a masterpiece, a work of art, a symphony of two hearts beating in perfect harmony. He writes of a love that is a force of nature, a raging fire, a gentle rain, a love that is all-encompassing, all-consuming, a love that is everything. And as he writes, a sense of peace settles over him, a calm assurance that everything will be all right, that their love will see them through, that they will find their way back to each other, that their love story will have a happy ending. He is a man in love, a man with a dream, a man who believes in the power of love, the magic of hope, and the promise of a better tomorrow. And as the first rays of dawn begin to paint the sky in hues of pink and gold, he is still there, at his window, writing, dreaming, waiting, a solitary figure in a sleeping city, a testament to a love that is as vast and as beautiful as the morning sky. He is a poet, a warrior, a lover, a dreamer, a man who has found his reason for being in the eyes of a woman who is 1,000 miles away, but closer to his heart than his own breath. And he will continue to write, to love, to wait, until the day she is back in his arms, where she belongs, where they both belong, together, forever, in a love that is as timeless and as eternal as the stars. He is a man who has learned the true meaning of love, not in the grand gestures or the passionate embraces, but in the quiet moments of longing, in the silent prayers, in the endless waiting, in the unwavering hope that one day they will be together again. And that hope, that beautiful, resilient, unyielding hope, is what keeps him alive, what keeps him sane, what keeps him going day after day, night after night, in a world without her. He is a man in love, and that is all that matters. That is all that will ever matter. The days bleed into weeks, and the weeks into months, each passing moment a silent testament to the enduring strength of their bond. He finds solace in the routines they once shared, the small rituals that now serve as poignant reminders of her presence. He still makes 2 cups of coffee in the morning, a habit ingrained so deeply that his hands move on their own, pouring one for himself and leaving the other to cool on the counter, a silent offering to her memory. He listens to the same music they used to share, the melodies filling the empty spaces in the apartment, echoing with the laughter and whispered secrets of a time when she was physically by his side. Each note is a bittersweet embrace, a reminder of what he has and what he longs for. He walks through the park, his gaze drawn to the bench where they spent countless afternoons, talking about everything and nothing, their futures intertwined in a tapestry of dreams. The sunlight still filters through the leaves of the old oak tree, casting dappled shadows on the ground, but the warmth of her hand in his is conspicuously absent. He sees couples holding hands, their fingers laced together in a simple gesture of affection, and a pang of yearning shoots through him. He doesn't begrudge them their happiness. He simply wishes for his own. He remembers the way she would lean her head on his shoulder, her hair tickling his cheek, and the world would shrink to just the two of them, a perfect, self-contained universe. Now, the world feels vast and empty, a canvas waiting for her vibrant colors to fill it once more. He tries to keep himself busy, to fill the hours with work and distractions, but her image is never far from his mind. She is in the scent of the rain, the taste of his favorite meal, the quiet hum of the refrigerator. She is everywhere and nowhere, a constant presence in his thoughts, a haunting absence in his life. He spends hours on video calls, their faces illuminated by the glow of the screen, their voices a comforting balm to his aching heart. They talk about their days, their dreams, their fears, trying to bridge the physical gap with words and shared laughter. He studies her expressions, memorizing every nuance, every flicker of emotion in her eyes, trying to absorb her presence through the digital divide. He wishes he could reach through the screen and pull her close, feel the warmth of her skin against his, the steady rhythm of her breath. But the screen remains a barrier, a cruel reminder of the miles that separate them. He sends her small gifts, tokens of his affection, carefully chosen to remind her of their shared memories, of the inside jokes that only they understand. A book by her favorite author, a small trinket from a place they once visited, a handwritten note tucked inside a package. Each gift is a message, a whisper across the miles, a reaffirmation of his unwavering love. He imagines her opening the package, her eyes lighting up with surprise and joy, and a small smile touches his lips. These small gestures are his way of keeping their love alive, of nurturing the flame that burns so brightly within him. He dreams of her often, vivid, technicolor dreams where they are together again, walking hand in hand on a sun-drenched beach, or curled up on the sofa, lost in the comfort of each other's presence. He wakes with a start, the warmth of her phantom touch still lingering on his skin, and for a brief, agonizing moment, he forgets that she is not there. The realization crashes over him like a cold wave, leaving him with a familiar ache in his chest. But even in his sadness, there is a flicker of hope, a quiet certainty that these dreams are a glimpse into their future, a promise of what is to come. He finds strength in the knowledge that she is waiting for him, just as he is waiting for her. Their love is a shared journey, a parallel path that will eventually converge. He reminds himself that distance is merely a test, a crucible that will forge their love into something even stronger, more resilient. He knows that every day apart is a day closer to their reunion, a day closer to the moment when he can finally hold her in his arms again, and the world will finally feel complete. He looks at the calendar, marking off the days, each X a small victory, a step closer to their shared future. He plans their next visit, meticulously researching flights and accommodations, imagining every detail of their reunion. He pictures the moment he will see her again, the rush of emotion, the tears of joy, the embrace that will speak volumes without a single word. He rehearses their first conversation, the silly jokes they will share, the quiet moments of contentment. He lives for these moments, these glimpses into a future where distance is no longer a barrier, where their love can finally flourish without constraint. He writes in his journal, pouring out his thoughts and feelings, a silent conversation with himself, a way to process the complex emotions that swirl within him. He documents his longing, his hope, his unwavering belief in their love. The journal becomes a chronicle of their long-distance journey, a testament to the power of their connection. He rereads her old letters, her words a soothing balm to his soul, her voice echoing in his mind. He cherishes every photograph, every memory, every tangible reminder of their time together. These are his anchors, his lifelines, the things that keep him grounded in the face of uncertainty. He knows that their love is a rare and precious thing, a bond that transcends physical proximity. It is a love built on trust, on understanding, on an unwavering commitment to each other. He is grateful for her patience, her strength, her unwavering belief in them. He knows that he is a lucky man to have found a love so profound, so enduring. And as the night deepens and the city outside falls silent, he closes his eyes and whispers her name. A silent prayer, a promise, a declaration of a love that will never fade, a love that will endure all distances, all challenges, all time. He is a man consumed by love, a love that is both his greatest joy and his deepest sorrow, a love that defines him, a love that makes him whole. He knows that one day, their story will be complete, and they will look back on this time as a testament to their unwavering devotion, a chapter in their epic love story that proved the power of their bond. He is a man in love, and that is enough. That is everything. He is a man who understands that true love is not about proximity, but about connection, about two souls intertwined, no matter the distance. He is a man who waits, patiently, hopefully, for the day when their physical worlds will finally align, and their love will be free to blossom without the constraints of miles and time zones. He is a man who believes in the magic of their connection, a connection that transcends the ordinary, a connection that is truly extraordinary. He is a man who knows that their love story is still being written, and he eagerly awaits the next chapter, the chapter where they are finally together, forever. The anticipation builds with each passing day, a crescendo of hope and longing that vibrates through his very being. He meticulously plans for her arrival, every detail a loving gesture, a silent promise of the future they will finally share. He cleans the apartment until it gleams, arranging her favorite flowers in a vase on the table, ensuring that every corner of their shared space reflects the warmth and comfort of her presence. He imagines her walking through the door, her smile illuminating the room, her laughter filling the silence that has lingered for too long. He rehearses their reunion in his mind, 1,000 different scenarios playing out, each one ending with her in his arms, their bodies finally reunited after so much time apart. He dreams of the simple things, the everyday intimacies that distance has denied them. Sharing a meal at their favorite restaurant, walking hand in hand through the bustling city streets, waking up beside her, the soft rhythm of her breathing a lullaby to his soul. These are the moments he craves, the moments that will finally make their love tangible, real, no longer confined to the digital realm or the pages of a letter. He finds himself smiling for no reason, a lightness in his step, a song in his heart. The world, once a muted landscape, now bursts with vibrant colors, each hue a reflection of his burgeoning joy. He sees her everywhere, in the faces of strangers, in the fleeting glimpses of sunlight, in the gentle rustle of the leaves. She is a constant presence, a guiding star that has led him through the darkness of their separation. He feels a profound sense of gratitude, not just for her, but for the journey they have undertaken, for the strength and resilience they have discovered within themselves. Their long-distance relationship has been a crucible, forging their love into something unbreakable, something truly extraordinary. He knows that they are stronger now, more deeply connected, their bond fortified by the challenges they have overcome. He reflects on the lessons learned, the patience cultivated, the unwavering faith in each other that has sustained them. He understands that love is not merely about physical proximity, but about a profound spiritual and emotional connection that transcends all boundaries. He has learned to cherish every moment, every conversation, every shared laugh, knowing that these are the building blocks of a love that will last a lifetime. He thinks about the future, a future where distance is no longer a word in their vocabulary, a future where they can finally build the life they have always dreamed of. He envisions a home filled with the warmth of their love, the laughter of children, the quiet comfort of shared moments. He sees them growing old together, their hands intertwined, their hearts beating as one, their love a testament to the enduring power of their bond. He knows that their journey has just begun, that there will be new challenges, new adventures, new joys to discover. But he faces the future with a sense of unwavering optimism, knowing that as long as they have each other, they can conquer anything. He is ready for whatever life throws his way, for he has found his anchor, his compass, his true north in her. He writes one last letter, not of longing, but of anticipation, a love letter to the future, a promise of forever. He tells her of his excitement, his joy, his unwavering belief in their shared destiny. He pours his heart onto the page, each word a testament to a love that has grown stronger with every mile, every day, every moment apart. He seals the letter with a kiss, a silent prayer, a whispered promise. He knows that soon, very soon, he will no longer need to write letters, for she will be there, in his arms where she belongs. The final countdown begins, each tick of the clock a beat of his impatient heart. He stands at the airport, his eyes scanning the crowd, a nervous excitement bubbling within him. And then he sees her, a beacon of light in the bustling terminal, her smile a sunrise after a long, dark night. Time seems to stand still as they rush towards each other, their arms outstretched, their hearts overflowing. The embrace is everything he has dreamed of, a symphony of touch and warmth and unspoken emotion. He buries his face in her hair, inhaling her familiar scent, a scent that speaks of home, of belonging, of love. Tears stream down his face, tears of joy, of relief, of a profound gratitude that words cannot express. He holds her tight, as if to make up for all the lost time, all the missed moments, all the lonely nights. And in that moment, the distance fades, the challenges disappear, and all that remains is the undeniable truth of their love. A love that has conquered all. A love that has finally found its way home. He looks into her eyes and sees a reflection of his own unwavering devotion, his own enduring hope. He knows that their love story is a masterpiece, a testament to the power of connection, the resilience of the human heart, and the unwavering belief in a love that transcends all boundaries. He is a man reborn, a man made whole, a man who has finally found his forever. And as they walk hand in hand, out of the airport and into the bright sunlight, he knows that their journey has just begun. A journey filled with love, laughter, and the promise of a lifetime together. He is a man in love, and the world is finally perfectly complete. He is a man who has waited, who has hoped, who has believed, and his patience has been rewarded with the most precious gift of all, her. He is a man who understands that true love is not about the absence of challenges, but about the strength to overcome them, together. He is a man who knows that their love story will inspire others, a beacon of hope for those who navigate the complexities of long-distance relationships. He is a man who has found his soulmate, his partner, his everything, and he will cherish her, always. He is a man who has learned that love is not a destination, but a journey, a beautiful, winding path that they will walk together, hand in hand, for all eternity. And as they embark on this new chapter, he knows with every fiber of his being that their love will continue to grow, to deepen, to flourish, a timeless tale of two hearts, one soul, and a love that will never, ever end.